Hello and welcome to the final prediction video for summer box office 2019. Here I'll be going over the movies coming out in August, and we will start off with the last big blockbuster of the summer, Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw is the first spin-off of the Fast and Furious franchise and stars The Rock, Jason Statham, and Idris Elba. The trailers for it have been really good, and I've seen them get a great reaction in theaters. My only issue with it is that it has been played in almost all the major movies this summer, so someone like me who goes out to theaters a lot kinda got sick of seeing the trailer. Besides that, the action looks good, and the buddy dynamic between The Rock and Jason Statham is strong. Now right now reviews are held until the day before release as of this recording, and that's usually not a good sign. However, assuming it is half decent, this should do well. Not amazing though, but considering the weak summer Universal has had, this will be their bright spot. My prediction for Hobbs and Shaw is $210 million domestic and $800 million worldwide. I'm aiming for this to do big in China with around 150 to 200 million. If it can do that, then it will hit 800 million, no problem. Next up is a Nickelodeon movie with Dora and the Lost City of Gold. This is a live action movie based off the Dora the Explorer, and I don't really know what to think of this movie. Seriously. On one hand, it doesn't look great, but on the other hand, I feel it could actually make some money. The audience here will be twofold: actual children who went to see it, which I don't know if many do, and the people in their late teens and 20s who grew up watching the original. Also, I don't know if Dora was even big past North America, which would hurt its international numbers. I'm going to play it safe here and predict low, especially with all the other performers this summer. My prediction for Dora is 60 million domestic and 140 million worldwide. The next movie is called The Kitchen, a crime Warner Brothers movie starring Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, and Elizabeth Moss. Also, it's weird saying this, but technically this is a comic book movie, as it is based off a DC comic. But that does not matter here, since Warner Brothers is not advertising it as such. Instead, they are smart, playing it up as more of a darker crime movie, which is surprising considering what the cast here usually does. However, unless this movie gets critical acclaim, it will disappoint, if not outright bomb. Personally, I've not seen much advertising for this movie, and it comes out in 2 weeks. I think with all the underperformers for Warner Brothers this year, this is not the one that will buck the trend. My prediction for The Kitchen is 45 million domestic and 90 million worldwide. The one that will buck the trend is It Chapter 2. Summer has one more animated movie up their sleeves with the Angry Birds Movie 2. This is a Sony franchise, with the first one back in 2016, made $352 million worldwide off a $73 million budget. Sony really is the master of managing their budgets compared to other studios, so if the budget is similar, they could still make a profit. While I say that though, I don't expect this to be as much as the first. Most likely we'll have a decent drop instead. In the past few years, I don't see the Angry Birds brand getting bigger, only dropping in popularity. My prediction for the Angry Birds Movie 2 is 90 million domestic and 240 million worldwide. The last movie for August is Angel Has Fallen. This is the third of the now Fallen franchise, starring Gerard Butler and Morgan Freeman, where Gerard Butler is a Secret Service agent protecting the president. Now, this also seems to have the franchise of diminishing returns, at least domestically. Worldwide, Olympus Has Fallen made a respectable 170 million, with its sequel London Has Fallen increased it to 205 million. Compare this to domestic numbers though, where Olympus made 98 million compared to London's 62, a decent drop. Now for the studio, Lionsgate, as long as they manage their budget, this will make money. I checked, and London Has Fallen has a $60 million budget, not including advertising. That's a decent budget. I wish they could have spent it on better special effects, but never mind that. With all of this in mind, I expect it to continue the downward trend slightly domestically, and overall worldwide will end up in the middle between the other two movies. My prediction for Angel Has Fallen is 55 million domestic and 185 million worldwide. And that is the last of my predictions for the summer. This has been a fun time predicting the movies, and I also hope you had a fun time making your own predictions as well. What's left is the final video where I will go over the results and deliver the grades. To give the movies in August a fair chance, this video will most likely be coming out in mid-September. Otherwise, you can stay updated with how the movies are doing on Instagram at Tyle Callahan Media. Thanks for watching.